flabbergasted about how quiet that fan is. Because I'm so used to hearing the vzz for so goddamn long that now. Oh, how was that so far down? So now when I just have the fan up, it's like, is it actually working? And yes, it is working. It's actually working better than the before, because when it started vibrating, it didn't really actually like blow out the hot air. It was just like spinning around in a circle, making like a warm thrombin. What is it called? I don't know, tornado in there, something like that. And yeah, that kind of became a problem. Now when I check it, it's like it's silent as hell, and it actually does bring out the air, which is absolutely great. There we go. We were in the courtroom. Oh, huh. Mr. Rice not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury. It was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said he would be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice! I don't know why he's screaming that though. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Oh! Do some now. I want to see. Here. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I completely forgot we were defending the Yakuza child. I don't think he's a child. How old is he? Because he is actually supposed to be marrying soon, so... Hold on. There we go. I say child. Okay, he is 19. Which basically is around 10 years younger than me, so yes, he's a child. Oh, I was like, who the hell is this? I never met this guy. Oh, he is actually the victim. I was so confused of who he was. I was like, why is Beethoven here with us? Died pulling the... Oh, right, he was pulling... Why were you pulling the noodle stand? My name is Apollo Justice, and I am fine. Fine today. I'm smoking hot. Let's go. This is more like a... Sorry, I was distracted by the save button up there. I don't know what that was. That sounds more like a self-mantra voice training. I'm fine, I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Good morning. Yeah, what's up? Him with a guilty verdict. Gee. See if I care. You just hang loose and let the things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the feeling you don't want to get hitched. He basically is like, yeah, I'm the murderer. I want to be away from this crazy woman. Not really. Wokey, don't be running your mouth like that here. Yeah, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Well, that is kind of stupid. Like, I don't think he's afraid. It's just he doesn't want to get a target on his back. He's not like screaming gun in the middle of the goddamn street. He's concealing it. Okay, that was a very stupid joke, to be honest. I have to fix my things down below there, because I see like one of the text is shit little, and the other one is like it doesn't even say the subscriber. I'm gonna have to fix that. Real G's can keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea of what you're talking about. It's like they're both voice training too, Apollo. Was fear realized. Trial starting, and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. I also just realized that they did talk about that in this game in the first trial, that this guy had like devil horns. That's something I've heard before. Court is now in session for the trial of Wookie Kitaki. I don't know why, but just because of the noodle thing, I just I just feel his name Wookies just goes to Wook. Just do Wook. He's Wookieing. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, Her Judge. Ah, it's him, the guy from yesterday. He's the prosecutor? Mr. Gavin's brother. Bother. Yeah, it's Mr. Gavin's bother. Brother. Jesus. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know, that little band I started in my free time. Thing is, we got real popular. To say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? To be honest, fair enough. That more or less means he gets an income if 3 of them actually get a platinum. Because platinum is like the largest, not the largest, but like the best of the prices. Yep. I see. I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Oh, don't worry, Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah. How would I pass up such a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Was worth cancelling a show to. Whoa. Well, one show I can understand because it's only one trial, 2 shows. Holy shit, how close together are they? Understood. You may give your opening statement to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? But it is a court of law. There's no way to get the crowd jumping, Judge. They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Maybe they will play it in my way. What's that? There is actually music in the background. Excuse me. What is this? Yes, this has its own personal music. Okay, that's interesting. I feel kind of silent. Am I silent? No, I am up in the yellows. I'm pretty certain I'm fine. Sometimes you have to go on up in order to get down to prosecute. This is crazy. The victim, Pal Mercatus, director of the Mercatus Clinic. The scene, People Park. It was fun pulling a noodle staff. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone at justice, glare at the punk the defendant's chair. There's not even a chair there, they're standing. Is it an invisible chair? Ooh, that would be interesting. This crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Nay, not yet. First, there is a little matter to be cleared up. You talk without the companion. I swear I could see the guitar there for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Her Judge. Why did the little punk do this? Why did they kill the director of the Meractus Clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Does he? Oh. But what if the defendant especially requested to do so? As he did this morning. I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? Has he gone bonkers? They always say that on stage. You should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Doesn't it got you good, huh, Polly? Yeah, but Polly wanted a biscuit right now. I was about to say, wait, wasn't that the wrong word? No, biscuit is the fine one. It's the other one that is the wrong one. Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendants concerning his motive in the crime. Oh, goodness me. So, you, son, are the defendant. What key are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to Kitaki, you better be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official. Be best prepared to step into jail. You got to hand it to him. Hockey sure has guts. Yeah, the problem is like there needs to be a balance between like guts and well, glory. Guts and some intelligence. Otherwise, it would basically just be suicide run. Like sure, if you basically go somewhere because you want to be brave, at least be smart of why you're doing it and not just go, yeah, I'm gonna be brave, run into the lion's den or whatever. Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. Where the hell did I actually put my water? Oh, there it is. This time I actually don't have a drink, I actually have lime water. Pretty certain this is gonna help. Well then, what is the motive? From the defendant himself! Oh, the plot thickens. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my OP something bad. OP? Then he just let me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. What the hell are you talking about? I went to his pad that night. And what I'm saying... Well, something's definitely wrong here, because, like, why the hell did you know he was there? You're saying you were one of the victim's patients. Well, the stuff goes down when you're keeping him real on the street through that. Tell you one thing, that Dak was whack. Very well. The defendant may begin his cross-examination. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. Fair enough. What I'm kind of interested with is his pad. Because for me, his pad is where he lives. But he basically shot him in a park while he was dragging a noodle stand. Why did he drag a noodle stand? That's like the question. Like, why were you there when he was there? Okay, so this is technically the last one, but let's just press this one. I'm curious about this one mostly. You went to his pad. Did you have an appointment to meet with the victim in the park, perhaps? You're out of your mind? It makes an appointment to get a drop on someone. Came ready to fight my way in that clinic of his. Shortest way to the clinic from my place is through that park. Know what I'm saying? He is right, yeah. I was walking through the park. It comes popping up out of nowhere, right before my eyes. I figured someone up high was looking out for me. Know what I'm saying? Oh, that sounds bad right from the get-go, kinda. Well, there won't be any get-go if we don't get some information. Yeah, I am gathering the facts. That's basically what I felt was the most important thing. Okay, let me just check. What do we have here? The first thing I find is those goddamn bloomers. Right, why do it have a flower there? I'm pretty sure it's not gonna... What is it even saying? These bloopers, sir, have sure of a distinct design. You certainly know who they belong to at a glance. That way, she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius! I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Fair enough. Oh shit, we can actually check the noodle card. Noodle! Look at this, Apollo. Mr. Eldon spelled his name backwards on this side. I think it says noodle. As in, Eldon's noodle. Oh, I get it. The name of his story is the same whether you read it forward or backwards. Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S. Then how about the store called T-Meat? Close, but what would be T-Mate backwards? Time-Mate. Time-Mate. Jesus. And what kind of store is that? What? A store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's T-Meat. Who are you trying to sell from? Is that all there is with this thing? Okay. I'm just checking these because, like, if I find anything... Okay, so that has the... That has his... Also, that has his print. He was shot. Wait, he was shot, right? Yeah, single bullet to the right temple. Yeah, wait, temple. His right temple. So if they meet each other, the right temple would be north on the map, I guess. But that's the thing. He was shot in the right temple, which means not... Oh, hello, Badger. Welcome to the stream. I do hope you have a good Tuesday. I'm mostly just looking through my shit here, making sure I figure out what I have here. Oh, that's a ball. That's a ball of yarn. But yes, I do hope you have a good Tuesday. I've also been spending my time trying to uncorrupt a video, which I've tried to uncorrupt many times. Luckily, it seems to be uncorrupt now. I just need to... What is it called? Render it. That's the thing. I'm kind of glad for that. I'm glad I actually recorded MKV, because that allows them to be corrupt, but be uncorrupted afterwards. Not the easiest, but it works. But yeah, basically the temple is either left or right. It's not forward, and this guy was standing in front of him. But not with a gun, but with a knife. Okay. I'm doing good, just a bit worried about this one. Something you want to share, or something that is personal? Mostly just asking, because I wouldn't say curious, but just hoping you'll do alright about this, with this one. Absolutely. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. No, it's called honk. I got my entrance exam coming up this month. Oh, I can understand that you're... Well, worried and worried. I would say nervous. Nervous feels better to say. When I hear worried, it's like, oh no. But yes, I'm just gonna say good luck. Definitely. I'm gonna say good luck. It's gonna go alright. All the luck from this, Lord. Yes. I don't have much luck, but I will give as much luck as I can. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Well, ask you, point the locks. Because who do you think you are? He's your lawyer. Your defense. Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker. Hey, plain and simple. No, he was a honker. Sorry, just because Joker was streaming, was it yesterday? He was streaming some Untold Goose Game. I'm just starting with all honk now. So show him how, what, and when. By someone you mean you. Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor besides you and me? They ask, is it somebody else? Oh. Holmes. Do I care? I made up my mind and I did what I had to be done, straight gangster style. Except you had a shiv, not a gun. Oh shit, I read up something. Oh, sit back and listen while drop it, J-man. so you were a patient at the Meractis clinic half a year ago. For what reason? What you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivalis. How the hell am I trying to say shit? Rivalis family. That's when I pulled that jack move. Ran into an ambush. G busted a cab right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. I ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. I was more than a match for those guys. Sure, I'm pretty sure I was one shot when you were out. As you were carried to the Meractis hospital clinic from there. Apparently, he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart and is still alive. Damn, that was a good doctor. Why the hell did you kill that guy? I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I haven't learned how to catch them with my heart. To be fair, if you have done it before, continue to do it with your mouth. With your teeth. Why did I say it like that? Why did I say it like that? With your teeth and not your heart. That's more deadly. Jesus. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper. You know what I'm saying? Would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. And even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. And all of it, Holmes. Hold it! Yeah, of course he lets you go because you were done. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? I think it means. Whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though her doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me. Hold it! So this bullet is still... Know it. I can still feel it, right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Well, J-Man, we're no accident. No, that's fascism. What the hell is fascism? Seems there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Okay, please consult your lawyer before saying shit like that. Chin up, Apollo. Back straight. Why does this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup. That was the wackiest thing of all. All those G's lining up, taking an eye exam now. Better to die young than fade away. What the hell is this boy? Speaking like him just makes me feel weird. A relief to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you that that bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you? What? Yes, Dr. Meractis had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way. That's whack. There is proof. Go check up report. Okay, fair enough. Can I check that thing? I'd rather actually want to check it. Please, could you... There we go. Thank you. Result. Patient's name, Woki Kitaki, 19 years, male, report filed June 14. Metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he is. Fair enough. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Uh, Started? We had enough of a warm attack, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Wookie sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? I don't even know what his strategy is. Who the hell are you? So, you will tell us your name and occupation. Stickler. Weasley Stickler. My name is Weasley Stickler. By occupation, I take. Well, what the? Wait, did I know I'm not doing that? Screw you. I say this to this guy because I'm not allowed to read this shit. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm not even holding a button. I know you cannot see that, but I'm not even holding my controller right now. I'm not doing that. By which means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, owning my... Harris Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You... Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. I thought it was gonna happen. I'm not even gonna try to read this. Wait. They actually have to load. Wait, I didn't hear shit. Oh, it starts now. They just skipped his babble. That at night I passed through the park on my way from shop. When I saw them, one man pulling a stand, another man facing. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. I don't know why I gave him this voice. I shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front. Square the... Okay, for first of all, I can already give out some proof about shit there because it was not straight in the forward. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? Because I am tired of listening to you. I can say with 100% accurate. I can't pronounce this. Hold on. How do you pronounce this? I am gonna have to check this out because there are so many games and shit. I'm trying to say this and I can't say the bloody word. Okay. Accuracy. Accuracy. Jesus, accuracy. I don't know. I want to use C. Jesus. Whoop. Holy shit, how did I do that? Everything just popped down. I can say with 100 accurate. How? I just listened to the goddamn voice. Accuracy. Accuracy. How the hell can I say that word? Accuracy. There was not. Jesus, why am I having so much issues with that particular word? I don't understand why I have problem with that word, accuracy. I'm not gonna lie, like each time I hear that word, it's just like, I'm just calling it AC. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man! I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Huh? Okay, wait. First of all, I'm not gonna really listen to much of this here. I already know what is wrong. It was point at the man pulling the stand. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand in front square forehead. Oh shit! I was pressing the wrong button. Oh yes, of course it was one shot. Why do you ask? Contradiction, finally. Because according to the court record, the pistol was fired twice.
Objection!
Oh, good eyes, Her Justice. You're cool. Real cool. Really think so? Yeah, there is no reason why this other shot had to have been fired that night. Meaning? This pistol came from the Kentucky family mansion, yeah? I think it's not unreasonable to assume the pistol had been fired once before that night. During, perhaps, another altercation. He's got a point. Judging from his smug expression, I said Prosecutor Gavin had that answer ready before you even spotted the problem. Yeah, the problem is, like, the only problem I did was, like, pressing the wrong button. We always make the biggest mistakes when we're most confident. Yeah, fair enough, actually. I just did that mistake. He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it. I already found it. The problem I did was that I pressed him. I was supposed to present evidence. Because here it says it was hit in the temple.
Objection!
The most holy ground on the human body, the temple. That was such a bad joke. Phew. If that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing? I see, Her Justice. Oh, Objection. Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. The autopsy. There's a problem with the autopsy report. Right. Problem. Yes. The problem is the location of the entry wound. I spotted that fast and he tried to say it. The location. You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I have already determined your angle of inquiry. I'm trying to find the word. Oh, okay, some people are smart and some people are smart asses. This man is a smart ass. Mr. Justice. Yes. What's your objection to these krypton particles thing? Oh, this is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small. Are you disappointed? No, I'm not obsessed with something big. I mean, there is a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. I'm trying to still find a voice for him. I feel like it's changed it all the time. Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction. Isn't it? Alright, this is his first trial after actually, like, losing his job because he basically sent his teacher to prison. It is, right?
Objection!
Finally. Justice. Oh, Her Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shape the wisdom by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to his testimony. Ugh. Oh, hey. Her forehead. Let us imagine you were walking through the park. You see two men facing one another, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Her forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout stop. And you, Fräulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream E. And you, Harry Stickler. What did you shout, I wonder? If the victim turned his head at the last moment. Oh, fuck. I'm actually turning my head, and I just realized, like, oh yeah, it's actually gonna hit my right temple if I did that. Yes, thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an addendum to the testimonies required. Okay. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Seized it at once, you two, I cried with composure. And the victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our covered the killer, the defendant, appeared to have become right. Tossing the pistol aside, they fled from the scene. Where did they actually find the pistol? Because we did find a knife with his fingerprints on it. I see. You attempted to stop the crime. Indeed. With composure. Who the hell cares about composure? You can more or less, like, try to stop them, but still shit yourself. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram if you would. Yeah, there they are. Damn, Mr. Stickler is very close. He shouted, "Stop, please," something of this nature. And the victim responsibly looked to the witness' direction. If the killer were to have fired at this moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. Goodness sake. Well, that does seem to be the case. A witness, the power of a junior in Ivy University Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justy. You may cross-examine the witness yet again. Okay, so... now it is less obvious.
Hold it!
So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened? It can be said that we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw the pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. That was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind. God, he's about to shit. He actually looked as if he had no idea he was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed.
Hold it!
Are you sure both of the men were able to hear your voice? They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice. High? You mean high as in hi? Okay, that sounded like a goddamn toad. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. I'm not gonna give him a squeaky voice. Like I'm gonna die if I do that. And I already gave him a voice. And the victim responded to the clarion call. Quite. I'm just learning how to do this voice here. Whenever I see someone, I just give them the first best voice that just looks like them, or at least what I hear for myself. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed, I shouted. I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask you for help. It can't be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mrs. Stickler startled him. Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please.
Hold it!
Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't have believed what he had done. He shocked, he panicked. A common tale to be true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action.
Hold it!
You didn't try to apprehend the criminal. It all happened so fast. I'm afraid I don't have time. Was it something about that strike you as odd, Apollo? What? The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired a pistol and tossed it right away. According to a testimony, that was happened, yes. In that case, I would expect to find something that we didn't find. I like that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go. Not as sad as I feel. What do we do now? At least the testimony is getting a little clearer. Yeah. I think I know what she means though. Because something we found that wasn't there. Basically what we found was the knife. Weapon left at the crime scene, 2 rounds were fired, fingerprints were wiped.
Objection!
No, that was wrong. I know that because the music didn't stop and it's actually warning me about that. There it goes. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled the scene. Well, the pistol was found. Hold on, I'm gonna check something here. Oh look, you can see down the barrel. Oh god, we're actually looking down the barrel. Whoa, don't point that thing at me. Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns at least. The ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. Okay, I'm gonna present this thing because the only two things.
Objection!
Yeah, because basically it was wiped. Wait a second. Just another mishandling request. You're so beholden to your own mode of discourse. You can't see how it affects you. Come again? Oh no, please. Wait a second, you say. A second. Oh, we intended to wait just a single second. What 16th of a minute? Takes hardly enough time to draw breath, let alone make a statement in court. And now you asked for a long period of time. Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. I am to understand you are objecting to the length of a second. Yes, I mean, no, here. Just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. A common ploy made all by the common. A fear by prevalence of television. Criminal these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for fingerprints. Ah, the little girl sticking into the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little. Then let's think like adults, shall we, Frolic? Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Nah, he didn't. Gotta admit, I didn't think about that, Apollo. I love she just basically is like, oh yeah, I give up. I surrender! Well, Mr. Justice. Could the killer be wearing gloves? No. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means that a trace of prints remained, which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, you wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. Yeah, that sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections? Yes, actually. What gives, Apollo? Let's see your voice training go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what we witnessed just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Wookiee drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure what Wookiee was threw away. Yeah, because he threw away the knife. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Oh, Mr. Stickler, it must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true that one... Oh my god, you started this again. The bandwagon is rolling. What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defendant have anything to say about this? Well, he threw away wasn't a pistol. It had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seemed to be thinking. I am thinking as well, I'm just not in his brain right now. Perhaps you can inform the court on the nature of this something else. What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene?
Take that!
Is that a sword? I saw one of those at late-night movies last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints! This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, Herr Forehead, you're forgetting two other things you just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Wookiee Kitaki. Two, the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Actually, kinda true. Indeed. Never underestimate a Gavin in the is the lesson here. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would be behoved us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. Oh, starting. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said. Assuming. As if it were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that a witness will testify as what happened after the shot was fired. Feeling to drink a lot after I do the judge's voice, god damn. It cannot be proven that the killer prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simplify leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes late. I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down. Yet, would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude of solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not proven the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also know that there were no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Miss Judge? Miss Judge? No, Justice. Sorry, I was saying my own name here. Good God, I forgot who I was. Okay.
Hold it!
Which way did the killer run?
By the time it was clear the killer had noticed me, naturally he ran in the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the attacking mansion.
Achtung, don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight.
I didn't know what it was, where I was going. Why are you staring at me? It could still be there because 10 minutes later the police came.
Hold it!
You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing.
If someone is to devote one's life to pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Not so moved by chemicals discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room's floor. Oh, cool answer, very cool.
Oh, so something strange about how he acted. Trucy looked like she has something to say. Say something then!
Hold it!
Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism, a proof of 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite.
He actually looks like he's going to cry. Trucy, please! Just say something! Do you need to go to the bathroom? What do you need to do?
Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later. I saw no one else.
Oh shit. This is way too self-assured. There's got to be a weakness somewhere in that testimony.
Hold it!
Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction.
Is that all?
No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was a late night. Not odd to think there would be a few people around in the park.
Trucy, if you're going to say something, by all means say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony.
I had enough at last, her forehead.
Maybe it's time to back off a bit. No. The defense still have some question that demands answers, Your Honor.
Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? Oh, let him play attorney until he is satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. I was about to say my forehead. Very well. You may continue with the cross-examination.
Hold it!
Okay, so this is the same.
Some of us have glamorous careers. We'd like to get back to this month, her forehead.
I don't have enough to put Wookie away yet. Should I back off for now? Yeah. There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all.
It appears there are no objection to the witness' current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing away the gun. A mistake befitting a small-time punk, in my opinion.
No. Oh god, yeah, I got us apparently.
Well, it seems we got to the end of the line here.
No, this can't be all.
How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you? her forehead. I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant Walker Kitaki. Ooh. Who's screaming? What the hell is just happening here? Trucy? Nobody move. What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There will be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangster? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. If I could do a Joker voice, I would probably do that. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure the likes of her judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess. 20 minutes or I promise you, you'll regret it. Wait. How did this appear so fast? I'm just guessing it's Trucy doing that.
Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo.
I suppose I have no choice but adjourn for 20-minute recess. By leave, catch that mysterious man. What the hell just happened here? Either that was Mr. Wright doing that, or it was Trucy because she's a magician. Was that my... Did you hear the kind of sound, or was that my computer? Because my computer does that now and then. The hell just happened? What's that sound? Oh, that's odd. Save complete. Nice. Look at how many saves do we actually have? 10, okay. Yes, I want to continue the next chapter. We're not gonna stop here. I'm having too much fun with this. There are some bi-lives in here, so it wouldn't surprise me if that guy was still here. Okay. Trucy. Trucy? You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy, are you okay? I thought... Also, at the same time, she weren't wearing a hat before, so I'm pretty certain she basically just did that herself. Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else...
Okay, that's kind of impressive, to be honest. That... What the heck is that? Also, where up the ass did you hide that thing? Excuse me, where did you actually hide that thing? But to be fair, that is actually impressive.
Christ! This is one of my best tricks. The amazing Mr. Hat.
Look marvelous, darling.
It's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar.
Yes, I'm a big hit. I don't know why I was still doing like male voices for that thing.
Well, what do you think? You like it?
You mean you... Trucy, there are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Apollo, now it's not the time to be threatening me. It's you being threatened here. Huh? Remember what you just said to Walker's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son.
But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do?
Look, for once the judge declares a verdict. Once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will.
No more staged abductions, please.
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we got.
You can see what he's feeling.
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
All the times it was a contradiction. Well, I think I remember them, sure.
There were 2 times when he made statements he wasn't confident in. Each time there was a contradiction.
I'm not gonna lie, each time it saves, I believe I have a fly on my screen. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at a man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene.
He said the man tossed aside the pistol, but it turned out he wasn't sure. And sure enough, there was a contradiction.
Well, that's true, but how does that help us?
Did you notice anything? Whenever he made statements he wasn't confident in, it is by a certain habit.
He stopped the... His hand held... Yeah, he stopped like...
Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his finger got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of a page in his book.
How am I supposed to see that?
Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
What? Yeah, he read...
I always sat next to Daddy during the big matches. I could see what the opponents were feeling.
You mean that's how Mr. Right won all of those games?
It's not cheating officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything.
Technically, it's not cheating. That's basically why you say people should have poker face. That's basically what she did. She just read past the poker face.
And I wasn't there all the time either. That is quite good at poker after all. Not good enough to go undefeated that long.
Great, so he cheated, but what does that have to do for us? I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth.
Watch the testimony. Perceive the truth. The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose.
Not true. Betty said so. He said you have the power, Apollo.
Mr. Wright said what? That? What? Something.
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo.
What was it said before the trial started? Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. As he smiled and he said it would be fine as long as you're there, Tracy. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, matters aside, she did avoid the one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it.
Apollo!
You know, I'm starting to think I can do this.
I knew you could do this all along. Oh, one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best as you can.
I flew in from the coast and boy are my arms tired.
Right.
But yeah, I just realized she didn't have her hat when she got kidnapped, so I was like, is she actually doing this? Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Oh, you mean me?
Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Right. Perhaps Fraulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion now, you see. Now you don't, am I right?
I think he's on to me.
I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these necessities, niceties, I don't know. Straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. Fair enough. There was no issue with the witness' previous testimony. I will grant a request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor.
Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
Yeah, this is the same as before. That's why I'm not reading it. I kind of have a rule here just because I'm doing all the voices. I don't do voices for, like, redos, if we say so. I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all.
Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
Focus. If only I knew where, if it was that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other sense do I have? What's this? My bracelet. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow.
I think that was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? We're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something.
Hold it!
And I press this part. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder. But the police undoubtedly have a record of the call. Why not check with them?
Wait, Apollo. That's it.
Wait, you mean this his habit? Yeah, because he started moving the book. I saw it as well now. And he isn't sure about something. He has a habit of fiddling with his book. The only time I've ever had the book open was here. Which means this is the place he took to look for his habit. I don't know how I know, but I know.
Now what?
My bracelet is different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Your bracelet? I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, I need to touch my bracelet with X as it reacts to the testimony. Ooh, what's going on? I see the witness' face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I see nothing else. I hear nothing else.
Apollo?
Trucy, what's happening to me?
This is what I meant by focusing.
Focusing?
In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does.
That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Just look for Mr. Sicker's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right?
Sure, he says something he's not sure of. He fiddles with a page of his book.
You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness' face. And your eyes sort of bugging out.
Bet they are.
First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Sickler's hand.
His hand.
You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place.
He's right, I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint.
Perfect. Now really ready.
Ready for what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
See?
Try listening to a witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit.
Right, you mean when he fiddles with the page? Basically what she's saying here, it's not a whole sentence. He might just be like, oh, I called it on my cell phone and to the police. And like,
It's true, he did call. But it might be like his cell phone. It might just be twitching there, which means he didn't call on his cell phone. He called on something else. He'll find his weak spot, and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true poker head's daughter. I'm a magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his words. And his fingers. Don't worry, if you miss it, you can always try again. Right. Look out, nervous twitch. Here comes justice.
Gotcha!
Yeah, I started twitching. I used my cell phone. I saw it just now. I could see it.
Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? All this banging of the desk is quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with a page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm seriously curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask you a few questions? What to ask, what to ask? Ask to see his cell phone. Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone.
Whatever for?
Show me, and you'll find out.
Well, I can't. I don't have it to see. You don't have it.
Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? I kind of was guessing that before when we started talking about cell phones.
Yeah, wherever did you get that?
That's the phone from yesterday. Damn, it's bright pink. Like a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed. For sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment?
Wait a minute. What is the meaning of this?
This cell phone was found yesterday in the Meraktis clinic garage.
Meraktis? No, why, that's where the victim lived. Wait, he lived in the clinic? Holy shit. Yeah, that's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? No, someone is gonna say he had it but lost it.
It is true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That is why I can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone? So, you didn't call on your own cell phone after all?
Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler?
Well, I to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy.
Finally, I could say it. Jesus, I just automatically did that now.
It was right around here. That's quite a way. Quite ways from the park. But why did you lie?
There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
What are you saying?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Meraktis clinic garage on the night of the murder. The cell phone tells us all.
But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I stuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. So I were trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Meraktis was killed that night. Well, yes, but no, this line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true. I lost my cell phone, but you can't prove that I lost it that night. Well, Mr. Justice, that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It has raised considerable suspicion to us as a connection with the crime.
How do you chance, Apollo? Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime.
Oh, it's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, for the first of all, if you did it before that, it would mean that the car would have driven over it. Like I believe the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder. Of course I have evidence. Oh, I like your swagger, Herr Forehead. Hit it. The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as I say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... I'm gonna guess this thing. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, like the Meraktis car was in an accident that took place in the night of the murder. An accident. An accident. And there are at least 3-4 witnesses to this. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, or murder scene. The Meraktis car hit a pedestrian. What are you trying to say? From the absence of a mirror, it's clear to say that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in the garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mrs. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in the garage was after 9 p.m. that night, the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Or you naming the witness a suspect in the murder of Pal Meraktis. No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. Prosecutor, say something. I suppose it's worth saying this. No connection has been found between Weasley Stickler and Pal Meraktis. That is other than this. I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Either face of guilt or face of, oh shit, I've been lying too much, it's gonna come back now. Because I'm pretty certain now, or I am guessing at least, he's the panty thief. Why I think that is because he was basically in the garage where the panties was, by the car where the panties was. And not only that, the payphone was... Hold on. There, you see the payphone. It was just by the right's office, which means he could just run to the right and up there. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer. The victim, the stand all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in the garage. Yes. Well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It is given to rolling. It's quite pain when you drop it along the road. Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. What do you mean by rolling? That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony.
His nervous habits must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looked like you're on your own this time around.
Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes Justice. Justice is kicking the ass. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna check the phone because he says it has a habit of rolling. Mate, this is the squarest phone I've seen. There isn't anything else. Hold on, is hella pink.
Okay, I'm gonna focus on the phone.
Hold it!
That's when you pass in front of the Miraculous Clinic.
Why, yes, that's correct. That's correct.
I'm still trying to figure out. I feel like I'm sounding like the judge when I talk like him. A pretty suspicious post there. Mrs. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us exactly the route you took on the night of the murder.
Of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Miraculous Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet, woe is I walked on unaware of my loss. I walked right into that fateful path.
Ah. Look, okay, look. So... Okay, so the problem is here. Let's present evidence first. So, before, we thought that the guy came from down from Kitaki Mansion and went up. Which means that the guy went upwards towards the wrong direction. So this is a problem now. He came into the wrong direction. Which entrance did you enter the park from?
Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closer to the Miraculous Clinic. The same entrance our victim used.
Did you notice anything when you entered? Wheel marks from a noodle stand, for instance?
I have no recollection of such things, no. Yet, though I might have missed the tracks, I could not miss what happened next. I am keen observer of the obvious situation.
Fair enough, but anything is obvious if you actually miss that and you're blind.
Hold it!
Yeah, there is definitely something weird. I just don't know how to present this evidence. This part of the testimony is the key, I know it. I should press him about the killer, the victim, and the noodle stand. Do you happen to remember the noodle stand?
Quite well, yes. Was student of science, keen observation, and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. I remember something quite well. I'm sure it took you a while to tell us.
Wait, noodle. Hold on, something is weird here. I'm pretty certain does noodle spell like that? Oh no, yeah. Oh shit, it does. Okay, I thought it was 2L in noodle. That becomes noodle. Noodle. Okay, fair enough. Huh. Hold on, but if it was looking this way, it would have been Eldon. If you're looking this way, it says noodle. I don't understand this guy's orientation.
Well, Mr. Justice.
What about that sign? Oh, very important. So the sign on the noodle said noodle. It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony.
Is this noodle stand broth really that delicious? I have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well. Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, I can't match up to IVU's cafeteria. I'm applied to the schools merely for taste of orange smart noodles. Smart noodles.
What is a smart noodle? Are you a smart noodle? I'm just gonna present this shit out of this thing.
Objection!
Because first of all, there is no sign on the back. There is a noodle sign on the right, but that means it came from inside the park. and if it came from the original place, it would say Eldon. And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle.
Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. Which means you're not as smart as you think you are. It's read without a doubt. Noodle!
I see.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So, you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although, it would have been a bit hard for you to read the sign from this spot.
You think so?
Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take another look at the stand, and to carefully read what the sign says. See, the sign clearly states the name of the stand's owner. Eldon's.
Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Positive. I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight.
Wouldn't be so quick to jump on that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign says noodle. And he saw was... What would you say if I told you that there was no spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims?
What? Mr. Justice, show us this spot. The witness actually viewed.
Okay. Here.
Take that!
The witness was standing here, on the opposite side.
How do you know that?
When viewed from the south, the sign of the stand reads Eldon's, as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand.
Oh! This sign says noodle.
Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and the back sign. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed a crime from the northern side of the park, not the south side.
Yeah, you got...
So what? So what? What does it matter if you saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. It does, because it would be on the other side, his left temple would have gotten shot. Oh shit, you were on the right side. Oh bugger.
He's right. Travel far enough to the south, he will end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning.
Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changed everything, Apollo. Trucy. Remember his testimony from before. Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading.
Whoa, 3D!
The killer and the victim are facing each other. Then, at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts, at which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. That's why the bullet hit him right in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reversed the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim look in his direction, the bullet would have hit his left temple.
Oh!
In other words, someone standing at the point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right!
So now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes an entirely different meaning.
Indeed. You're absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning?
The entry wound on the right side of the victim's head, correct? While the right side of the victim's head is north.
North. No! But that's where the witness, Mrs. Stickler, was standing.
Correct. So he was standing to the north. Then the only person here who could have gotten shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself.
Order, everyone, order! Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. Clarify 1 point for me, if you would, Miss Her Forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder?
Well, I can't say he's exactly look innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as a real killer.
No, please. Look aside, I'm really a nice guy. But my friends say so. Let's hear what the defense has to say.
What are you going to do now, Justice? Do they really accuse Mrs. Stickler? Accused of another crime. I don't think Mr. Weasley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mrs. Stickler, you seem Oh! I just realized something. Okay, so let's go back here. So basically, he was shot by the people part. Where it was basically, he was standing north. North of both the people, there was a trash can. And in the trash can we found the panties. I think he's the oh my god. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now.
The word confession isn't in my dictionary. This her forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate her Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court all's ears.
I was guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do you have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime?
Your evidence? With the court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the victim's involvement in a crime. Today.
Something tells me this isn't one of those good silences.
Something else to say, Mr. Justice?
One more chance, please. Oh, what evidence then? Result from a checkup. No, found none. That I thought that. Am I gonna try to find this and use this? This is the only crime we have. Could it be this one? God damn it. Yeah, like there are two crimes here, or three crimes. Murder, hit and run, and panty theft. I'm just gonna try these ones. Oh, it was those. Okay, I should have done those the second time. The evidence is this.
What is that? Women's underwear?
Hey, those are mine. I really don't like when he does that to the mouth because I've just Like it more or less feels like he's just like uninterested and like tired, like it doesn't give a shit. Don't look at me like that. Order, everyone.
Mr. Stickler, while I can't say this comes as a shock, it is not what it seems by Pythagoras something.
On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the miraculously clean garage.
Uh-huh.
Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you were not the murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree.
Please hear me out. What it looks like. I'm wearing them myself. Order, everyone, order. Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. It's not what it. This is.
Are you sure? Oop. Jesus, how much air did you use on that thing? Oh, it's on my throat right now, Jesus. Ah.
So we are to understand that you were
Hold on. Now I'm the one using too much air here.
So we are to understand that you were silent, not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of girls' undergarments. Perhaps you are not aware of my school's name. Was originally written Ivy. I stands for intelligent and V stands for valiancy. Your point? I am not done. Now I'm a major in science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Yes, we are the IVU, the science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is to do it, daunting and what.
Come on, you're talking about the girl's panties here. Am I using my voice too much? I don't know. Doesn't feel like it.
No, you do not understand. Mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised.
You're crying out loud, mate.
From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science. The full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed.
A tire?
Yes. I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First it was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It's not at all illogical.
Oh, I remember now. It was one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh? He's talking about my magic panties trick. Good God.
I just don't understand. Food from a pair of panties. It mocks the laws of physics.
Wait, I have autoplay on? Why do I have autoplay on? A broom. And a frozen chicken, Trucy. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick. You say panties. They are much more than that.
Oh, God.
To me, they are an object. A serious study. I wonder. There have been recent rashes of panty snatching in the area. Were they all yours? I am sorry. But I did it for science. Each time I spent a pair of panties.
That was not me. Oh, for crying out loud. At least that allows me to, like, drink it more. I'm doing it to make sure as well I don't, like, overuse my, like, vocal cords as well. I sound gruffy afterwards. I've heard my
family say that, but otherwise it seems all right because I'm mostly just doing it once a week. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Then refer to our witness's other lie. Yes. The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact the north. Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest, my forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea?
Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right near... Let me see.
Do we have a diagram or do I only use the map?
I only use the map. The cycler was standing. Isn't there a...
Yeah, it's a trash can. Yes, that was the first thing I showed before. Bam. The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, her forehead? These are the last. Honest. They were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stick, you didn't. Alas, failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So, these panties are your handiwork as well. That night, I had been chased, hounded in the Meraktis clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. To see how I felt. Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. And I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by the giant bunch. A giant pair of panties. Apparently know that bloomers belong to the mob. I had them, safe in my pocket, ready to take home. When I stumbled upon a murderer. The murderer of Dr. Meraktis. I reported what I have seen. But as I waited for police to arrive, I got scared. What did he search me? That's when you dispose of the bloomer. Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had been born. A fascinating of disturbing tale. I believe this brings today's proceeding to a closure. What is the time? Oh, still an hour. I'm just checking because my throat feels a bit like ugh. I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. A one-life thing, if I might. But yes, Prosecutor Gavin. Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant Woki Kitaki was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing, Woki Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant Woki Kitaki is the prime suspect on this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at that time. Yet, a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Kinda glad I'm gonna leave his voice for now. Does that happen because it's like saves or something? Or like loading? Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna smack my face a bit. Well, not smack it, but like scratch it. Just face palm it. There we go. Yeah, continue to the next chapter. Thank you. What a train wreck that was. Glad we made it out of the trial alive.
Really? I had fun.
You just your sense of fun.
And Wookie made it through the day too.
Everyone was too obsessed with the Panthers to bother with the real case.
That was good publicity. I imagined the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly.
Yeah.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance.
That's about enough. That's about enough of him.
Hello. Miss Yalla. Thank you for today. The trial went well.
All right. No problem.
You think Wookie will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty yet.
Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah, way to put the pressure on a guy.
Please, let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Well, we can ask for stuff. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family?
I'm fine with it. And I love Wookie with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet.
So, it doesn't bother you that you'll be married to the mob?
I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Wookie first meet anyway?
Good question. Mr. Yalo doesn't look like the type of gangster connections.
Oh, we met at my old job actually. Ah, office romance.
She's not very forthcoming with the information about herself, is she? Did you know that
the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster.
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He's only announced it recently, out of the blue. I heard there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks.
I wonder if this explains that apron. I can't imagine Wookie going along with that.
He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used.
He said I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That's not the way I would have put it.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki family has been making killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Wookie says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They even got the ever classic "what about the family business" thing going on.
Usually it's the father worried about the tradition. Can I ask you a question about Wookie? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Meraktis.
Apparently, yes.
Wasn't the killing about half a year ago? Messed up my OP something bad. And then you just let me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in and get another doc to patch me up again.
Yes, it sounded horrible. Wookie has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when the pistols are involved.
Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Miraculous Clinic a visit.
I should be getting home now. Wookie's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right, well, leave it to me.
Apollo, I think you're just making her more nervous.
Sorry, I'm new to all this, okay?
It's alright. I believe in you.
Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna go here then. The front entrance to the Meraktis Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, My hair is a little flat. There, perfect. Yeah, we were supposed to go to the Meractis clinic. Why? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, move then. Let's go and check with the right. That might be a good idea. No? Huh. Where the hell am I supposed to go then? I'm just checking every place because, like, I need to get an update on something like this. Looks like the Wookiee's out of questioning. Really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir. The other? Ah! You mean the panty snatcher? Weasley Stickler. They arrested him too, huh? Oh, well, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He's a valuable witness. He's a bit precious. I'll give him that. Please, keep it brief if you would. I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. It's you. Mr. Stickler, I'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they are few. Nothing will make me happier, believe me. Pansy Snatcher. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel like I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it. Nothing more.
You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right?
Hey, you're here too. Oh, great Trucy, teach me. I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hang into the balance. Please, make me your apprentice.
Apollo, help!
I don't know. I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant.
Don't say that, Apollo.
Okay, fair enough.
Could you relate what you saw that night of the murder to us one more time?
Why not? Though I hardly defies from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, something like that, at the victim. When I shouted, "Stop, you two. Let's resolve this like gentlemen." The next moment a shot was fired. And this is all true, really? My pants are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What other reason could I possibly have to lie? Can't think of anything. Want to hide more than panty snatching through.
It's not something a Wookiee has at the scene of the crime after all.
How I wish it weren't so. Okay. Is there anything else I need to do actually? Well, I have talked to him, so there is not really much more I can... Like, I can't ask him about anything I have in my inventory. Oh, hi there. Why, you are here now. I guess it's because it updated. Yikes. She's back. Ah, you two. Over here. Us?
Yo, little plum, what's up?
I think all these gangsters negatively influencing Trucy.
Oh, I heard you retrieved my bloomers.
Well, I was just doing...
Ah! Anne speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you?
Yes, sorry, I caught him.
You're cute when you're nervous, Polly.
I'll deal with you later.
Not enough about my bloomers. What about my son, Wookie?
Wookie. Oh, well, he... Clearly. Yes, ma'am. Well, I kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Ah, Wookie.
It's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude.
The life does have an appeal for that age. Clearly for boys.
But don't look at me like that.
He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago.
Yes, we heard a story from Wookie.
But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know, I'm his mama.
Her words do have a certain weight to them.
Hopefully, when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort of out their differences.
The boss?
The boss? You mean Wookie's father?
They didn't seem to be in the best terms, did they?
It's true. One of our pistols is missing.
The murder weapon was from this mansion. Kinda had that figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days.
None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Wookie could have taken it.
I see.
I'm sure the cops will continue tramping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change.
Doesn't seem to concern, at least. Alita Tiala.
Yeah, Wookie's fiance.
You're getting married next month, correct?
I suppose. Been staying over lately.
You don't look so happy about that, little plum.
Well, how'd you guess?
Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her?
Wookie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot.
I see why. She's so pretty.
No, she's pretty enough, but you know. Nah, it's probably me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long and you just start to only see dark in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble.
I don't know what the problem is.
It's like a gangster's only version of female intuition.
Okay, fair enough. So, the father and son thing.
The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him.
But Wookie seems, well... It seems like he's against the father's position.
Ah, it's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street. And to more of to the up and up. Wookie isn't too enthusiastic about the changes, it's true.
But why the changes? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
Oh, it pays. But we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
I see. Something must be up.
We'll see things the way the boss sees them someday.
Okay, can I give you back your bloomers? I don't want them in my inventory. Here you go. About these.
But hey, my bloomers. Thanks for that. I owe you one.
I thought you might like them back, so...
Yep. Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir?
Hell nah! Oh no, I couldn't really. Thanks for the offer, but...
I could use those in my magic panties act. I'll pull sheaves and pieces of Godfather's...
Sheaves pieces? And Godfathers out of them. Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous. Okay, are we done here? Oh, hey, hold on. Is this actually your gun? So this pistol belongs to the Kentucky family. Is that correct?
It's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now.
Oh.
Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom.
But I think you should have given them that too.
You're kidding. I can't clean very well without a broom.
Fair enough, actually. Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Wookie?
Oh, that knife is that's his knife, all right. Bought it for him for his birthday.
Oh, that's a pretty hardcore present. I don't see that. Kitchen utensils are also knives.
I remember him falling asleep with its clutch in his arms.
Jesus.
Oh, I know the feeling. I bet he was just happy as I was with his with my plastic spaghetti.
Kitty. Okay.
Not much more I can talk to her about, I guess. Let's go to People Park and see if we can find some stuff. There we go. Mostly just examine and shit that doesn't seem to be like too interesting. Okay, let's go back to the guy and talk to him. Like, I feel like the only thing I can do is talking right now because there isn't really anything I need to like do, if we say so. Because I'm pretty certain he's still here. Oh, does it update? Holy shit, wait, what am I actually done with him? I was hoping to meet my client. Okay. Oh, Wookie the Darky just finished questioning. I'll bring him out.
Great, finally.
Yo, sup, my little imposter.
Eh, what did you call me?
Sam, is you? Sorry, G. Thought you were later.
My little imposter sure is a strange nickname.
It's a clink thing. Wouldn't understand. You say imposter? I mean, poster. Like, poster girl, alright?
If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl?
Because she's so much more than that, G. It's like something. I forgot to read that. What can I do for you?
You don't look so chipper today, Wookie.
Worried about your heart condition, maybe? Yeah. The heart condition, basically. It is basically Iron Man right now. It's Tony Stark. He has a bullet too close to the heart. Or, well, Tony Stark had shrapnel. It was shrapnel, right? Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know? What I'm saying. I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you're gonna get a letter for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not gooper. Also, second of all, why do you call him imposter and also fallen angel? I'm getting the feeling it's more to her than just, oh no, I'm not a gangster. I'm just the ultimate gangster. So I hear you to be married. Just right up and pour the nuptial forty out of the stoop. Letha, oh, snapple cakes. So fine. Fine. Jesus. I think is smitten with her is his own weird way.
I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague.
Well, none if he wouldn't tell you. I best hold my tongue, you feel?
What?
Ah, past is past, she knows that. Not with that later. I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? My later, she's down with that all the way. Both of them are mummed about their past.
You think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Meractis?
Yeah, something you should know. Kitaki is having what you might call a feud with the Rivalis family. About 6 months back, got to the Rivalis turf, packing a knife, right?
And you were shot.
Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle I live. It's already a coincidence. Considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family. You know that? You were taken to the Meractis clinic then. You have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. Can't just let the boss's son die, you know? I've been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki is there enough when he's not angry.
But the bullet that hit you was never removed.
Still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The rallies paid him off, I'm sure of it. I heard more about the might of the murder. Oh, the night of the murder. That is clear. Ugh, my brain. I think I'm used too much oxygen of like this screaming voices before. Life in a family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is.
Probably just G-string. We're talking about panties around very often in this game now, so I'm guessing that. Also, I am also taking a piss. My old man is gone soft. His old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money.
Is that the good thing?
Man, there ain't no soul in making money, but to live fast and die young. Chisel. Ugh. Wait till I run the yard. Everyone will know what time it is. That's right, it's OG time all the time. Represent.
Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys?
I don't think that's what the OG means, Trucy. Okay. Do you want to see your mom's bloomers? Yeah, whatever. Okay, so this. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. Snuck him out that night. The killer, Mr. Sickler, says he saw that night was... Guess it was me. Was there after all. Ah, we're finished.
Yo, Wookie. You think you could tell us exactly what happened that night?
Eh? You don't go beat around the bush, do ya? Like your style, shorty. Oh, wait, you're actually gonna tell us something. Hold on. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I want to listen. What's going on with his hair, though? I haven't really checked his hair, but like, he has his two, like, fox ears things, and then a weird-ass hairdo. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Huh? They have that checkup when I found about the bullet in my heart. I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Gotta give a doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going.
But you were carrying a knife, weren't you?
Oh, that? Yeah, well, I can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? I run into him in the park. He's dragging this noodle stand behind him.
Wait, you didn't put in up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you bring the stand.
Surely, you're more whacked than I am, and that's saying something.
But I was serious.
The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. Don't remember? The way I see it, there wasn't anyone else that night. I guess it was me who did him in, you know? Well, that doesn't really goddamn help us. Thank you for nothing. We have this car crash thing. Okay, what else could we check? We've already checked the guns and things. Okay, I don't think there's much more I can ask here. So let's see where it can go. Okay, let's see if I can find an update. No update here. I don't think there's an update here, but let's go and check. Nope. And those noodles. Oh, update.
Hey, it's Miss Eldon. Oh, Miss Eldon. What's wrong?
So you found my stand. I'm here to thank you.
Oh.
Well, that was a crime scene. They won't let me in. Let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. Got no other place to go. Ah, I see. Why can't a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's what I don't get. Trucy doll. Even in death, it's after my neck, I tell you. Ah. Can't even cook them honest noodles.
He? Even in death? You mean the victim is Dr. Meraktis?
I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier.
Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. Okay, the noodle stand.
That stand for generations has served the very best noodles those elders could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell you.
Watch what you say, or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldon. Single stand, passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right. You said something about that. About your rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Trudeau. Aye. I was a go-getter back in my days. Until my friend next door butted in. And I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldon, I don't mean to pry, but what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
Ah, let all noodles lie, that's what I say.
Don't we get an idea of what he did anyway?
They stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. I don't even have a dad.
Mr. Eldon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Meraktis clinic?
Eh?
I couldn't help to sense enmity here.
Enmity? Hey! Hey, dude. I'm acting like it smelled like it roses when it's rolling in the mud.
Excuse me?
You're the only doctor at that clinic, you know? Pretty impressive, eh? I tell you the secret to success, the mob.
You mean the Kitaki family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Meraktis saw a chance for some business. They started giving the Kitaki family a good deal.
A deal?
Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies?
Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him good with the family. Soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark. My neck with soupy noodles.
I think I figure out Miss Eldon's former occupation. Can't ever to ask Apollo. Mr. Eldon, or should I say Dr. Eldon?
Figured out, did you? That's right, I was a doctor, surgeon until the year before that.
Oop. Almost. Mr. Meraktis was your rival?
Like those onions they put in the soup broth.
Yeah, kind of.
Take a spoon, drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, well, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions. I hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what this was. An onion. An onion boy, that's what I called him.
So you weren't exactly friends?
Me and Pal Meraktis. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. And he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without much of an howdy.
I see.
That's right. I was a surgeon before he was, you know. And that no good onion boy comes along.
Intrusive. Looks like we found ourselves a new suspect.
Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a little. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with an old man's rabblings.
No, it's fine.
By way of apology, ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Meraktis, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about the doctor? You ask the doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if you need something, Trudeau.
Right. Thanks, Mr. Eldon. I guess his time spent listening to him complaining was entirely wasted.
So, can this one get in?
Well, we're going to check out this clinic, that's for sure.
Yeah, but what about the guard?
No harm in asking. Excuse me.
Hey, it's you two from yesterday. Same off that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. Not involved.
But
what part of off limit do you not understand? Show me some proof that the clinic is connected to the incident at the park or beat it. No harm in asking. No gain either. The point is sticking around here, I guess. Ah, god damn it. Okay. That's right, Sonny. Will you bring my style home? I'm ready. Can't you see I'm ready? I guess. Let Stan's come back. The case is not closed, you hear me? I think I'll avoid talking about this Stan in the future. Okay, fair enough. Found Truce's panties. Okay, I guess there's not really much more here. Should we go in here and check just in case? No, nothing is updated. I don't think there's much I can show him really. So, Kentucky Famine Mansion. Oh, this is updated. Okay.
look at that crowd over by the park.
Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene.
But why are those girls screaming? Oh, I think I just want her to say, "Oh my god, it's him."
Wait, that motorcycle. Ah, if it isn't her forehead. Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Thus the screams. New album just came out, you know. Try waving into them. They'll love it. I'm not gonna do their voices, by the way. I think I'm gonna like basically kill my voice if I do that. They're so excited. It doesn't matter now who waves that to them, see? This is surreal.
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home. When my hog gave up and gave up the ghost. Your hog. My motorcycle won't start. I clogged the exhaust pipe.
Too bad, it looks such like a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that.
Ah, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines, tell me you share my angst forehead. I ride a bicycle actually. Oh, oh. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case. Detective? Ah, you mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's a foul mood too. Be gentle. Auf Wiedersehen. Okay. I was about to say you leaving your motorcycle here, but there it is. And the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies.
Well, nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Apollo.
Yeah, I guess that's a good idea. It has updated, so something's going on here. Yo, gloomy sky, or dark sky, or rainy weather, I don't know. Huh? Something about this scene looked different to you. Yeah, actually. The tarp.
The tarp is gone. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there.
The white frog detective from yesterday. This is me apologizing reverently to the trash can.
She's under a lot of stress. The investigation probably not going so well.
Hey, you there. If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please.
Oh, Detective Sky. Hello.
You seem to be gloomy as ever. This is miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get the stuff to work. Everyone's all smiles for that glimmerous fop. Glimmerous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin?
More to the point,
doesn't she mean glamorous? When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmers in my eyes. It's distracting. Are you giving the munches again? Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact I lack talent. Like it's trying to some sort of new forensic technique. Okay, so how are you doing? Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct? How do you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Also, she's saying something about getting involved in an incident. I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I want to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now. Well, I've failed the test. But you know, rank and title doesn't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I've always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I brought this kit through mail order. I'm going to test it here before the forensic team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? Prosecutor Gavin. I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? The prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simmerous, you know? No, actually, I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney badge. What, really? He was the one? You mean you didn't know? I thought you were the one of his boys. Neither a boy nor one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better for you to learn it for yourself anyway. Fair enough. Do you mind me asking exactly what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that. Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged a new toy. Splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue? What is this? I see a roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect this as I... That night. I don't want to know exactly where someone was standing. Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance. Aha! So, with that kit, right? What? Want to try this stuff out? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of opposing team and all. Oh, psha. We're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should we give it a go? Yeah, sure, I see a footprint already. I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instruction for a kit. Why does it not fill me with confidence? At first we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print, we want to analysis. I've taken the liberty of making all 3 shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints prepared to be examined. Oh, this is exciting. Alright, here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press A when you want to pour plaster. Like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Okay, that's interesting. Bleh. 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 And the last one. Not bad. You're handy with that and you look. What's that supposed to mean? Under the next stop. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just press A with the hand at dryer. There. Give it a shot. Ooh. You got some random ass shit in that box, to be honest. Useful, but random. Looks like it hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's good. That's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step. Use the roller of ink to shoot the print part. Hold that roll tight and now, and with A and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink in there for a good print. Okay, that wasn't really too difficult. Right, now the moment we've been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready. Here goes. There's a big ass sploosh there. Let's see if we get a match. Oh well, let's check the guy we talked about first. Yep, that looks really the same. Even the sploosh. Comparison complete. Match found. So, the shoe prints belongs to Wookie Kitaki after all. It was in the park on the night of the crime. I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. Well, there's definitely a way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do something more. I'll be here solving the case. With science. Well, that certainly brightened her mood. Well, for first of all, we have this thing. The tarp we were here with yesterday are gone. I wonder why Detective Sky put them out. Yeah, the only thing they were covering on the ground. Oh, you know, I think I see something there. A print. Print? Yeah, I know. Wait, do I have to ask her about the print? Yeah, let's just do that and talk. Footprint analysis. If this guy mind, we'll give it another go. Right on. Leave no print unanalyzed. Banana. Jesus. This one is the one, because basically witness. If that's true, then that's true. It's understandable. This one I'm curious about, because no one was supposed to be there. So I'm gonna just gloop. I am gonna gloop. I'm gonna gloop. I'm gonna gloop. I'm gonna gloop. Yes, I know. Dry the plaster. That's simple enough. There we go. Take out the mold. Can't even not really see like any markings on this thing. Okay. Huh? That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It's strange, so smooth. Except for a part with a leaf. I can't say without even looking at this. Print doesn't match any print on a list. A mystery print. I know exactly what that is. When I saw the leaf, that was kind of obvious what it was. I'm just gonna see if I actually can check it now, because I wouldn't been able to check it before. Okay, there we go. This trash can, this is where we found that mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in there? Something near the bottom. Look at the print on these, I mean.
This must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's incident.
Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up.
Yeah, they are connected because if we go here and go here, I've checked them before. If we turn around here, we can see there is a leaf on one of the shoes. I wonder, could this be a print?
Oh, would it be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print? Good call, Apollo.
We can analyze it just like a regular print.
This could be a vital piece of evidence.
Dusty, 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 dusty. Dusting everything, dusting everything. Everything is white, everything is snow. I'm just making a Christmas land out here. Kind of flashbanging myself, actually. Ah. Hey, it worked. This looks like a big toe, maybe.
Wow. I feel like the case is solved already.
What's next? We have to match the print, right?
Right. Let's match it. Wait. The detective given us a list of toe prints, Apollo.
Oh, good point.
Maybe we should ask her. Get some expert advice.
I guess so. Not sure we really qualify as an expert. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna move. She's still trying to get to the people park. Damn. She's persistent. Okay, so present this thing.
Ah, the slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't have the whose toe it is.
Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is. What?
All you need is a sample of the same toe print. Of another shoe, for instance.
Alright, so if the prints match, we know the same person. We're both. Do we have another shoe worn by the same person? No such luck. No, I can't think of anything that might have happened with the toe print on it.
Well, if it was too much to hope for, I suppose. Let me know if you find something.
Toe print sample, huh? I don't know if I have. Hold on, let me check. If you put your feet in the panties, I'm worried. Okay, I don't have anything now, so I'm just gonna go out. Okay, so mission is shoes, I guess. Eldon's house? He's still here. Can I present the shoes? Yeah, thought so. Okay, this guy wasn't let us in anyway. Okay, write anything agency. Then we go to Peachfield Clinic just in case. Oh, update. Ah, the prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. Heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something. I could use a little diversion. What did the detective's guy say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly don't waste any time getting to the point. 7 years ago, I was standing in courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news. I remember that. You're up against prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 at the time. 17 years old. That's still high school. I took the bar exam abroad in Europe. Progressive over there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer in my shame. I left practice forever. That's all. That's all. How could that be all? What could you mean? What about they were saying on the news about forged evidence? You said you forged evidence and had your attorney badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the foreign attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what happened in my first trial? Did you notice today's trial? It was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about the evidence that couldn't have existed. Another magician's trick. Ah, I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence, maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. You're right. He doesn't want to talk about the accusation of forgery for now. Do you need shoes? I'm just gonna give him this. I don't know. He doesn't like bloomers though. Yeah, we found these two. They're truces. Oh, thanks, Apollo. Though, I have to admit, as a father, I wonder. Why are you still carrying my daughter's panties around in your pocket? Oh, that teach me to show my evidence to Mr. Wright. Fair enough, actually. Ah, that was that led you to the guilty party. Yeah, thanks to your ripping the mirror of the car, I was able to reduce the... Oh, you make a good point, Apollo. In fact, I could be said I'm to thank for finding the criminal. Think you will what you want, Mr. Wright. Knock yourself out. Okay. So, don't really have much more to say, I guess. I'm just gonna leave. Okay. I need shoes. I'm gonna go here and check some stuff. If there is something happening here or not, I might end my stream a bit earlier, just because my throat is a bit tired. But it happens. Like, I'm not used to this. I've not played these kind of games for a long time now. Also, that was not doing anything. We need toe prints. No, I don't want to see a magic trick. Yeah, please don't, actually. I kind of need it. Okay, I'm just gonna see if I can find some place to, like, get to. Toe print. Have I seen a toe print or shoe? Like, they say shoe or toe print. Toe print. So, I think it's like either one. Yeah, that's the same. If we move, is there anything in here? Nah, not really. Okay. Any sort of shoe over here? No, nothing like that. Shoe or toe print, I don't really give a damn. At least it's something. But we thought of all the paint. I don't know, just check, just in case. Several colors of paint have been splashed across the gate. Most of it pretty too much dry too. It's going to be a heck of a cleanup job. Okay, nothing there. That's fair enough. We already have the shoes here. Hmm. Okay, yeah. I don't know right now.
So I am gonna save and I am gonna just end my stream here. But for first of all, I'm starting to feel a bit tired, but at the same time I was up late yesterday to play some Pokemon D&D with some buddies.